Welcome to my podcast. Today I'm going to talk about another station, which is basically writing a prescription in the hospital setting. So it's basically about the patient chart. So after you introduce yourself, as we always agreed, and double check the patient name and date of birth, you need to check the form, basically, and check that it's with the right information, like, for instance, the patient name, the hospital number, the address of the patient, date of birth, any such number, the date of admission, and also if there is a need for height and weight, and the medication started or will be started. Of course, you need to check allergy status, should be confirmed and documented before any medication will be being prescribed. So if there is no known allergy, you just write not known. So in the first page, basically, it's mostly about once only prescription, which means you will just give it like one off time, and it's not a regular medication. Say, for instance, you're going to write like aspirin or statins, so you're going to write the medication in capital, and then you write the required dose and the route and the signature and the doctor bleep number, and then by whom was given and checked by whom and date given, time given. So that's very important to state in the chart. And then moving on, you'll find a section for the oxygen. So the patient, if he's admitted and he's receiving oxygen, you'll just follow what's needed in the boxes and write them. And then when you move to the second page, it's about the regular medicine. So basically, for instance, the first part, it's about antibiotic. So if the patient been started any sort of antibiotic, it will be listed as well under the drug in capital and with the dose and the route, start date, stop date, signature should be clear and can't be just any signature that you can't read, so it should be clear. And sometimes there's a section for the GMC number and the bleep. And also you need to write specifically what was the indication for this medication given. And then if there is any sensitivity known, you will just tick if it's yes or no, and if there is any additional information that you need. And then you're gonna check the frequency of the medication. According to that, you will tick in the provided boxes beside it. And in the case of the antibiotic, it's mandatory to review within 48 hours. And then you will check if there is any more regular medication being given. Say, for instance, sometimes there is certain medication the patient is taking currently and regularly. You just need to write that medication as well in capital with the dose and the route, start date, stop date if there is if it's known, and then the signature as well. And beside the boxes, you will just tick when it's given and when it's stopped. So that's basically for the regular medication. And then you will move on to the BRN, which is basically as required. Say, for instance, if the patient is given, if the patient is in pain or is vomiting or taking any other medication for cramp or tummy pain, you just list the medication given in capital as well with the indication and the dose and the route, frequency as well. And then you need to sign clearly with your name, date provided, and the bleep number. And of course, beside it, you will put according to the box as it's being given. And then the last section, which is page number 4, it's about anticoagulant treatment. So if there is any medication which is being given, you'll just list it as well. And you will indicate if the medication has been explained in thorough for the patient. So you're going to tick the counseling provided and explained, signed by the date and the name as well. So that's basically, in brief and in short, for hospital chart for the patient, which basically for inpatient. I hope it's clear, and I see you on another podcast. Thank you.